Alright, so I was actually going to start painting today, but it's been sprinkling on and off. It wasn't supposed to rain today. So it's prepped. I caulked the seams on the bottom, any big gaps on the paneling. So yeah, it's at least ready to paint. I just don't know when I'm going to have time to paint it now. So, cheekies. What I'm working on now is where I'm going to put my bug farms. So I put another barrel together for soldier flies. I've got a large industrial cooler that I still need to gut for my beetle farm, which is not going to be for feeding the chickens. It's actually going to be for processing carcasses and hunting trophies and stuff like that. Try to make that into a side hustle. But then I'm also going to have my cricket farms, which will be used for the chickens. So this 12 by 12 pad was laid already. There was a building here when I bought the place, and they tore it down before I actually took possession, which kind of sucked because it looked like it used to be an old refrigeration unit. I don't know if maybe they were processing their deers in there or whatnot. But the building's gone, but the slab's here. So just going to be putting up basic 4 posts, a roof, so the bugs don't get rained on. Maybe minimal like side sheeting to prevent some side wind or whatever, but it's primarily just going to be a roof to keep water off of the bugs. Downside is that that tree has a lot of roots. So see, I dug a hole for that post, dug a hole for that post. That post got maybe 1 inch down, and this one maybe got like 3 or 4 inches down before it grabbed roots. So what I'm going to do is I put rebar and some rebar in that one. I'm going to pour cement into there with the posts, and I mean it'll be enough to keep it in place unless there's a hurricane. Hurricane comes, it's probably blown over, so we'll cross that road when it happens. There's a lot of trash over here that I just still have not cleaned up. My friend Karen's going to be here in about 2 or 3 weeks. She's gonna move into a portion of the property. Probably like things like the trash and stuff are going to be a project that I'll put her on. She wants to help, so that's something that isn't necessarily hard to do. It's just I've had more important things that I've needed to work on besides going around picking up trash. So hopefully that gets taken care of. So when working on things by yourself, trying to improvise, let's see if this works. I feel like something's biting the crud out of me. So I measured out where these blocks are going to go. I'm going to use those blocks to support the 2x6s, hopefully, and then we'll get the sides of this thing up. At least that's the plan. We'll see. And voila, it worked. Right now they're just held up by a couple of screws. I'll be coming through with lag bolts once this is all framed out. Side it, get the roof on and all that good stuff. Now I'm doing this right now instead of working on the coop and the house one. I don't know what I have to do inside the house is just not really looking forward to it. But I need to get on it. But also I need to get the bugs going before hunting season, so there's that. But really with the chicken coop right now, what I really need to do is paint it. The rain's just been too hectic, so you know, I don't want to paint it and then have it rain on it, so I kind of have to keep myself busy while that's going on. Other than that, really all I have left to do on it is just maybe some electrical stuff if I decide to run lights and things like that. I do need to find a better option for how I have the solar panels right now. Right now they're just laying in the grass and the connectors are probably getting wet, and that's probably not ideal. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It always seems like it's something. For whatever reason, the boards that I was running across are not lining up. like not even close. So I tried ratcheting them together to try to, you know, maybe they didn't dry straight or whatnot. But unfortunately, I assumed the slab was a square. It is not. So approximately 11 feet, the way that these boards are ran, so hence the 12 footers fit, is actually 12 foot across. So the 12 footers are too short by about 6 inches. When I was trying to ratchet them to try to bring them together, only one of them was moving, and it was like, that's not gonna work. So that's when I decided to measure the crossway. And I realized I was screwed. So I bought two 2x6 by 12s, which are essentially useless at this point. I'm sure I'll find a use for them, but now I gotta go buy some 14 footers or 16 footers. I don't think they even have 14 footers, but maybe they do. But yeah. Okay, Ranger's doing a lot better with the chicks, which were pretty much all outside of the coop when I got here. They were all rolling around. Good boy, Ranger. Good boy, bud. You guys want a treat? Come here. Ranger, sit. Ranger, sit. Good boy. There you go. Roxy, can you sit? Good girl. Right. Careful, buddy. You're gonna get ants on you. Alright, so I still need to trim out or trim off the pieces. I gotta get a couple more pieces of wood to make sure that I'm fairly level. I think I am right now, but primarily I'm looking at doing a hay storage here and then having the bug farm in there, so it'll kind of be like animal food storage, if you will. So bugs for the birds, and hay for the goats, and possibly what else is next. So soldier flies do not eat or poop once they turn into flies. They just look for places to mate and lay eggs, and they prefer to lay eggs above the substrate of what their larvae are going to eat. And so I think there's a pretty good chance that that one is currently laying eggs inside the cardboard, which is what you want. So in theory, the eggs are laid in the cardboard. Once the eggs hatch, the larva drops into substrate. As the larva grows, they're going to look to migrate for a place to, I believe the technical term is, I don't know, pupate, and then turn into flies themselves and repeat the cycle. When they look to migrate, they will crawl out of the bin. I have to create ramps for that. They will then go into a holding container. I'll also have a ramp that allows some of them to escape so the cycle can repeat. But that's the main goal. Then you harvest the larvae. At that point, you either dry them or freeze them or whatever I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet. And save them for the chickens when they need them. So that's the additions to the farm. Guinea hens and ducks. Cute. Ranger. It's really good with the chickens, but today he decided to play a game with them, and he was like chasing them, and they didn't appreciate it too much. What the heck is that? Anyways, so at one point I was like, he chased one, they got scared, he was like happy, and then he realized I was mad, and instead of coming to me like he's supposed to, he ran off. So chased his ass like I had to chase him. So you know, he's still a puppy, he's still learning, and you know, he may have been treated a little rough with the people that had him before me. I mean, he's definitely afraid of brooms and sticks and stuff like that, so you can only guess, right? So all right, so I have the ducks and the guineas mixed together, so the ducklings and the Keats. What I'm noticing is the ducks are just getting water everywhere, which I knew they were messy, but I didn't think they'd be this bad as ducklings. And it's saturating the beds really fast. It's not, the Keats are not liking it. It's, their underbellies are kind of raw because they don't have anything dry to lay on. I kind of don't want to mix them up because I want them growing up together knowing that they're friends, and then eventually they'll be introduced to the chickens, which will already be well established. The chickens hopefully will accept them just fine. Keats can be kind of dicks, or guineas can be kind of dicks when they grow up, so I want them to be as integrated as possible. But their main job is they kind of protect everything. Theoretically, if anything that's not supposed to be there shows up, they alert pretty well, and they're really good at taking out you know, insects that you don't want, especially ticks. So they should be a valuable addition. I'm gonna switch over to straw tonight. Hopefully that'll wick the water down a little bit more. And you know, I've been changing their bedding. I think I've had them about a week now, and I've already changed the bedding twice, which was you know, a little bit faster rate than I was doing with the chicks before, with the chickens. So I just threw some dry shavings on there on top of everything, because I'm not going to have straw to bring back until later on tonight when I go to the property. The house I'm staying at is an hour away from the property, so until I'm there full time, I kind of have to, you know, pick and choose my battles. So yeah, I'll be bringing straw home tonight, and hopefully they'll be a little bit happier. Get there, Goody. Swimming pool party. Ranger. Hey, Ranger. So this little jerk has been very good with the chickens. Very good. For whatever reason, he had a little hard-on for my rooster Tank. Kept wanting to play with it. I kept telling him no. And Tank would always skittle away. But Ranger started playing with him when I wasn't around and hurt Tank pretty bad. So there's no blood, so I'm not worried about the taste of blood or anything like that. But I'm gonna have to put poor Tank down, which is ironic because I thought he was the one that was sick a month or two ago. Ranger definitely knows that he was very, very bad. But now I'm gonna have to do the hard part and kill my first chicken, which I knew was gonna come eventually because I want to be able to butcher chickens. But he was gonna be one of the no-kill birds, so I'm pretty bummed right now. But I will spare the graphic detail of killing it. I will probably end up feeding them to the dogs later. So there's that. Like, you cannot make this up. I was literally about to chop Tank's head off and he started running away. So I'm gonna give Tank a day. You know, he's probably just sore. Probably something's broken, but I'm gonna give him time to see if he can recover overnight. If he's not doing good tomorrow, I will take his head off. But for now, we're gonna give Tank another day. All right, I'm pulling into the property now. See what happens with little old Tank. I'm pulling for him, but I don't have a lot of hope. I have a feeling that he's either going to be gone, or I'm gonna have to make him gone because he's probably not gonna be doing too hot. Normally Tank's already out. I don't see him right now, poor guy. Tank somehow got out last night. There he is. Oh. Alright, so unfortunately, I'm gonna do Tank a favor here. Poor guy, he's fighting, but he's not doing too good. There's clearly something wrong. I'm sure he's got some nerve damage or something, or he's just in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna do the deed for him. So I just killed little Tank, and it sucks. I'm pretty sad, but it's better than having him suffer. So Dad's machete came in handy again. So I'm going to let him drain out, and we'll probably pluck my first chicken and freeze them and end up grinding him up for the dogs. So all right, so a little warning. You might want to turn your head for 30 seconds, but yeah, for the most part, he's been clean. A little bit more I got to get off of him. I don't have everything I need to like gut him and stuff like that. I don't have proper sanitary stuff to clean myself when I'm done, so I'm just going to pack him up and put him in the fridge like that, and then I will finish cleaning him some other way. You know, my friend was like, hey, just throw him away, it's not worth the effort. It wasn't too long. If you're not trying to save the skin, it actually peels off really easy. First time ever trying to deal with something like this, so it's all new to me, just like this whole farming thing's new to me. So it's unfortunate. I actually, you know, training the dogs to deal with the birds, in my mind I knew I was going to lose a few. My main thing was lose a couple without them getting the prey drive to get them. So with this being the first one, and I honestly feel overall that it was an accident on Ranger's part, because he never shows like signs of aggression. He just tries to play with them every once in a while. So I am hoping everything will be good. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, throw it away or whatever. It's like, why waste it? You know, we grind up chickens for the dogs to eat anyways. So why would I just waste this one? You know, my friend's like, it's not worth the time or effort. It literally took me like 5 minutes to get to that point. And I'm someone that doesn't like to waste stuff. So it's here, it's good. Dogs will eat it. So yeah, but still bummed we lost little Tank.